Hey, what's good everybody? My name is Jigs and I'm going to be talking about all of the broken spirit combos that I've put together. In a previous video, I talked about how to make your attack stat as high as possible using spirits. In this video, I will go over all of my spirits that combine with specific characters to create a broken gimmick. I will first start off with the less substantial spirits, and get to the best ones later in the video. Starting off, we have the Quadruple Jump Spirit. This spirit, with its support spirit, gives you 2 extra jumps. The 3 characters that this spirit are specifically good for include Mario, Zero Suit Samus, and Greninja. This is because they all have great ladder combos that can make great use of the extra jumps. I'll show a montage of the possible combos that these characters can do with this spirit. The reason why this spirit is lower on the list is because ladder combos can be difficult to perform, and can be a bit situational. Also, another reason why this spirit might be completely useless is because other spirit combinations might completely counter ladder combos. Another thing to note is that Queen Elincia is a defensive type, which isn't good if you want to ladder opponents as early as possible. Next, I will talk about a spirit that will give you an infinite recovery, allowing you to stay out of reach for the entire match. This spirit combination was discovered by the YouTuber named Fezpez, who I will link in the description. To have an infinite recovery, use your primary spirit that we used previously that gives you an extra jump, and then use a fast falling spirit as its support. Next, combine this spirit with Mega Man and go into a match. You will need to do the following inputs in a specific order to gain height, but once you get the hang of it, the inputs will become easy to perform. First, jump as high as possible, and then use your up special. After this, you want to fast fall as soon as possible, which is around the time Mega Man finishes his flip after the up special. If you timed it well enough, Mega Man will have jumped off of Rush before he hit the ground. After jumping on Rush, use your double jump and triple jump to reach the highest point possible, use up special again, and then repeat. You can camp as long as you want if you keep this up. The next spirit I will talk about allows you to spam aerials to your heart's content. The primary spirit that works best for this combination is Queen Metroid. This is because she has a low jump stat on top of being a legendary spirit with 3 support slots. Other spirits work for this combination, but the lower jump that Queen Metroid has is useful for the gimmick it's supposed to make. For all 3 support slots, use 3 smooth landing spirits. These will reduce your landing lag significantly. Next, you want to train your Queen Metroid spirit in the Runner Dojo, as this reduces jump height significantly, while also making you super fast on the ground. This spirit combination makes your short hops incredibly low, and that combined with a little landing lag makes aerial spamming amazing. This spirit works well with any character with spammable aerials. I like to use this spirit with Fox because he can get crazy down air strings and neutral air strings. All of Fox's aerials are great for spamming, but there are many other characters with spammable aerials. Wolf fits this description greatly, as well as sword characters, such as Lucina, Marth, Roy, Chrom, Ike, and Cloud. The next spirit I will be talking about gives you super armor for a large majority of the match. You want to use Beast Ganon as your primary spirit, as he has great attacking stats, and he includes a dashing hitbox. This spirit is not necessary, as any spirit with 3 support slots will work. I chose Beast Ganon since he's a legendary who includes an ability on top of the 3 support slots. For your support spirit, you want to use Gold Mario. This support spirit is the main component to making this combination so good. Gold Mario is difficult to get in the first place because he needs to be summoned. Go to the summoning section and get all of the spirits necessary to summon him. What Gold Mario does is give you super armor on any attack up until a certain knockback threshold. Smash attacks will only start doing knockback when you are above around 70%. Use this spirit with any character. I prefer to use it with Heavy since it gives you super armor up until later percents. You still will take knockback from throws, so try to avoid getting grabbed. The next spirit I'm going to talk about is the campiest and most obnoxious spirit that I have. The primary spirit you want to use is Shaman. This is because they have a stat that makes you jump higher. For the support spirit, you want to use Celebi. Next, you want to train Shaman in the lightweight dojo. This will create an incredibly fast spirit that heals over time. This spirit is best when paired with Jigglypuff. Get in a few hits on the opponent, and once you've taken enough damage, run away until the damage dealt heals back.
I like to call this spirit the H-Box.
The next spirit combination I'm going to be talking about is not very good when used in a match against another opponent, but is very good when you're trying to farm for more spirits. This support slot involves using Mumkar, but we're not actually going to be using Mumkar himself. We want to use his evolution, who is Metal Face. This is because he starts off being huge and metal while having a support slot. Normally, having a support spirit for starting a match off big costs 2 slots, and starting off being metal costs 1 slot. But since Metal Face starts off big and metal anyway, he accounts for having 4 support slots. With this extra support slot, you want to use a spirit that increases weapon attacks. Next, you want to train Metal Face in the Demon Style Dojo. Now, whenever you want to farm spirits, go Ganondorf and give them a good ass DORA! Before I get to my best spirit, I'd like to talk about a few spirits that completely max out individual stats, but do not contain any broken gimmicks. The first advisory spirit that I'm going to talk about is one that I've already explained in a different video, being Akuma. This spirit has the greatest attack stat out of any spirit, and if you train him in the Demon Style Dojo, he will be the strongest spirit in the game. The next spirit I'm going to mention has the greatest defense possible. This spirit goes by Absolutely Safe Capsule, which is definitely a fitting name. This spirit has to be summoned in the summoning menu. As you can see, Absolutely Safe Capsule has a ridiculous defensive stat while having no attacking stat. If you train this spirit in the Brick Wall Style Dojo, it will make you unbelievably defensive. The next spirit I will be talking about makes your jump stat as high as possible. You will need Shaman as your primary spirit, who was the spirit mentioned before. Shaman has a jump bonus, which is what we will be using. For the support spirits, use the spirits that increase your jump height to fill each of the 3 support slots. Next, train Shaman in the Gravity Style Dojo. This will create a spirit with the highest hops. Pair this spirit with Falco, and you will definitely take bubble damage every time you jump. This spirit isn't practical at all, but it's definitely fun to toy around with. The final advisory spirit I will be talking about makes weapon attacks as strong as possible. This spirit combination uses Sirius as a primary, with spirits that increase weapon attacks as the supports. This will mesh together 4 weapon increasing stats, including the special ability Sirius has. This spirit only can be taken advantage of by sword fighters or other characters that use weapons. Roy takes advantage of the spirit the most, but DDD and the Belmonts can also make great use of them. With the worthy advisories out of the way, I'm going to show you how to make the most broken spirit in the game when combined with a certain character. Like the other 3 spirits, this spirit is also based around maxing out a certain stat, but this stat is incredibly broken when it's used correctly. The primary spirit you want to use is Samurai Goro, but Supersonic is also a great substitute if you don't have Samurai Goro. He can be found in the summoning menu. Samurai Goro is better than Supersonic since he's an attacking type, which is the best type to have for this strategy. For the support slots, use 3 spirits with the lightweight ability. This ability gives you faster move speed and jump height in exchange for weight. Next, train Samurai Goro in the Runner Style Dojo. In the end, you will have a spirit with incredibly fast horizontal move speed, while also retaining decent jump height. This is because the lightweight support spirits balance out with the Runner Style Dojo when you're comparing jump heights. This spirit also has decent attack power, which is important for its main gimmick. Pair this spirit with Donkey Kong and head into a match. Use your mobility to get your opponent to around 30% or higher. After this, you want to fish for a grab. After this, use your cargo throw and carry the opponent close to the left or right blast zone. When you and the opponent are close enough, down throw them. This spirit can kill opponents incredibly early with a single grab. If the opponent can mash really well, the percents could be a bit higher. Counterplay to this spirit could be to use a really good anti-grab playstyle, but this isn't the greatest counterplay to this grappler gimmick. The best counterplay to DK's grabs is by using the healing spirit mentioned earlier in the video. Play super spacey with Jigglypuff, and once you're close to reaching 30%, run away and heal yourself completely. Then keep chipping percent at DK. This will make sure he can't kill you before you're able to mash out. Well, that's all I have for today, so make sure you absolutely tranquilize that Google Plus button, and remember to sit on that follow button from BigMuscle.com. And with that out of the way, have a good day, everybody.